Right team, we're gonna go through the low bar back squat. When you set the bar up in the rack, we wanna just make sure it's the right height. We don't want it to be too high that we have to go on our tiptoes to get the bar back in. We don't want it to be too low that we have to go into a real deep squat to stand the bar up. We don't wanna do any extra work than we need to. So make sure the bar is in the right height. When you set up for a low bar back squat, because the bar's got to sit lower on your back, it's gonna sit across your rear delts, we're gonna have to take our hands a little bit wider than we would for a normal high bar back squat. This is all gonna be dependent upon your shoulder mobility. The closer your hands can come is what we would want to try and recommend. The reason is we can get our back a lot tighter if our hands are closer together. But again, let your shoulder mobility be the key factor for that. Get your hands in the right position. Again, set yourself in under, and the bar position is going to go on your rear delt. So get yourself wedged into the bar, back's nice and tight. Take a big breath in, core is going to be nice and tight, little bit of a quarter squat, stand up nice and tall. From here, take your step out. And we want to just go 1 foot after the other, take 1 to 2 steps back, and then from here, feet are going to end up wherever feels most comfortable. Again, if you're low bar back squatting, there's going to be a chance that your feet are wider than a high bar back squat. But when you go into the movement, you want to be doing exactly the same thing as we do on a high bar. The only difference is I'm going to shift my hips back to start with. As I take a big breath in, core's nice and tight, shift my hips back, and then initiate the movement. So then when I get to the bottom, my back position is in exactly the same as it was at the top. So big breath in, shift hips back, go into my squat, and then big drive back up. Now, what I'm doing with my low bar, even though it's going to be a lot more hinged position, which means it's going to be a lot more hip dominant, so my glutes are going to kick in a lot more, I still want my quads to do some work, allow my knees to travel forward, keeping myself upright, but the bar is just on my rear delts now. That's going to help me to, again, produce the most amount of force, and it's going to allow me to use my quads. When I'm coming out the hole, your quads are going to be the first thing that does work. So when I'm standing up, I want to keep my quads forward to help me drive out of the bottom of the squat. When you are squatting, low bar specifically, you want to just keep the bar over the middle of your foot. So it doesn't matter if your knees are forward and you're more upright, or you're pitched over more. As long as the bar is over the middle of your foot, that's all we want to worry about. So, tripod foot. Heel, pad a big toe, little toe. I'm equal, and I'm in position. Initiate the squat, big breath in, hip shift back. Now that isn't lean forward, that's hip shift back. Keeping that bar over the middle of your foot, and then hips and knees down into the bottom of the squat. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Charlie. This is Hack the Body, Hack the Mind. We will see you on the next one.